Welcome back, Interior Sports fans. Joe Cook here with a local recap in local sports. But first, news today from the WCHA. They released their preseason polls and preseason all WCHA teams. On the first day of official practice for the Nanooks, Alaska was picked to finish 5th this season, which has been more or less their preseason rank the past couple of years. At the end of last season, Alaska was the hottest team in the nation, closing the year on an 8-game unbeaten streak. Senior forward Tyler Morley was picked as the WCHA's co-player of the year, along with Bryce Gervais of Minnesota State. Morley was third in the conference in scoring with 32 points last season. We'll have more on Alaska hockey in Tuesday's Nanook Corner. And despite a pretty good service game and edging their opponent on defense, the Alaska Nanook volleyball team lost on Saturday. The Western Oregon Wolves got the sweep 25-22, 25-22, 25-19. Sam Hartoon posted 11 kills. She has 1,209 career kills and is just 5 kills away from second all-time in program history. Miranda Grieser notched her second double-double in 3 matches with 26 assists and 13 digs. Hopefully home court will help Alaska this week. They host rival UAA this Tuesday night at 7 p.m. on Alaska Airlines Court. Check out Julia Mackey in her last game for the Seawolves in Fairbanks. The Seawolves are 10-0, their best start in program history, and they are ranked 11th in the country for a program best ranking. The Fairbanks Ice Dogs are off to a hot start for the 2015-2016 season. Saturday night, they swept the Robinson Cup champion Minnesota Wilderness with a 5-1 victory in Game 2. It was tied 1-1 in the third period until the Ice Dogs scored 4 unanswered goals. Logan Coombs got his first career hat trick for the Ice Dogs. Reiner Gorowski was the playmaker with 3 assists, and C.J. Booth made 28 saves with 1 goal allowed in his debut for Fairbanks. The Ice Dogs outscored the Wilderness 11-3 in the series. Fairbanks will go into this week's NAHL Showcase with a 4-0 record. Saturday night, the bowl season came a little bit early for football. Lathrop and North Pole collided in Saturday night's Mayor's Bowl. This is one of the interior rivalries people love to see. It was 7-6 in the first quarter. Stu Rogers, he found Marshall Chase for a 72-yard touchdown to bring the Patriots within 1 after that score from R.J. Henry. Lathrop led 13-6 at the half. In the second half, the Malamutes outscored the Patriots 20-7. The Maiden brothers and Lathrop defense took over. Darius Maiden ran for 210 yards and 2 touchdowns in the win. 147 of those rushing yards were in the second half as he broke for a 77-yard run there. Glenn Maiden Jr. generated over 300 yards of offense and 2 touchdown passes. Both went to R.J. Henry. Lathrop will go on to win 33-12 for back-to-back Mayor's Cup victories.
We talked about our miscues at halftime and what we need to do to get the bigger plays, and we just came out and executed. The game made me nervous, but as I kept playing, I just got comfortable with my team, and we just did what we had to do in practice and showed out on the field. We came out here, as seniors and a family. We said this is our last time all playing together against North Pole, and we said we just wasn't going to lose.
And here are the Alaska Sports Broadcasting Network's polls for Week 6. In the large schools polled, Bartlett is number 1, followed by Chugiak, West Anchorage, and Colony and Diamond. The West Valley Wolfpack hosts number 1 Bartlett this weekend. Former West Valley coach Daniel Esperanza makes his return to the interior. In the medium and small schools poll, SoHi is number 1 at 6-0. Lathrop will get a crack at SoHi, the last undefeated team in the state this week. Allison is back at number 2. They host Houston this week. Kenai comes in at 3 with North Pole at number 4. The Patriots will face the Kenai Cardinals at home this week. Nikiski, they round out the top 5. And we close out the weekend recap with the recap of the best plays. Here's the I-5 interior top 5 plays for this week. Coming in at number 5, West Valley's Brianna Slater and Stella Knox display teamwork as Slater lays out for the dig and Knox finishes the play with a well-timed hit for a kill as the Wolfpack sweep North Pole on Thursday. Number 4, Allison's Andrew North sheds 2 tacklers as he sprints down the sideline for a 64-yard touchdown run in the fourth quarter as Allison defeats rival Nikiski 34-7 on Saturday. Number 3, Olivia Shellican scores the game-winning touchdown for the Wolfpack using the B button for the spin move along the way to a 27-yard scoring run as West Valley wins 6-0 at North Pole on Wednesday. More flag football at number 2. Lathrop's Zadie Bell Sanchez shows off the speed, quickness, and the moves as she shakes multiple defenders and reverses field for a score as Lathrop shuts out Hutchison 24-0 on Thursday. Number 1, Garius Maiden's 77-yard run, which was part of his 210 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns against North Pole in the Mayor's Bowl. Maiden had 147 of those yards in the second half as Lathrop wins consecutive Mayor Bowls with a 33-12 victory over the North Pole Patriots on Saturday night. To vote for the play of the week, click on your favorite play on the I-5 poll on webcenter11.com. You can also comment on the KTVF Facebook and YouTube post and at KTVF11 Sports on Twitter for your vote. The play of the week will be revealed this Friday.
The I-5 Sports Report is brought to you by Adient Orthopedic Physical Therapy.
And that's it for sports tonight. Mike Schultz is up next with your forward the forecast, and we'll catch you next time.